Hello figure enthusiasts and welcome to Scaled Affairs, where I will take a closer look on scale figures, price figures and Nendoroids alike. Today's figure is Phat's Futaba Sana from Magica Record, Mahou, Shoujo, Madoka, Magica, Gaiden, and since this rolls so easy from my tongue, I hope you don't mind if I go with Sana and Magica Record for the rest of this video. Sana comes to you in a classic window box with a beautiful design and cutouts shaped like her shield, making this one already very pleasing to the eyes of any potential buyers. Inside the box you will find a plastic blister where the figure, the shield and the base are stored separately. Her milky white base with the series logo on it is nothing out of the ordinary, but provides a solid foundation for this tiny 1:8 figure, since it has a raised mold to fill out the gaps of her shoes, as well as a solid metal pin on both sides. Mounting Sana to her base is pretty easy, but putting the shield in her hands is a rather interesting process. The handles on the back of the shield can be separated and each handle can also be split into a lower and an upper part. These two parts have to slide into Sana's empty hands and then you can clip on the shield again. Of course this means you can also display Sana without her shield if you are a fan of figures doing odd gestures like opening an air door. As I already said, with only 20.7 cm from the bottom of her base all the way up to the last ornament of the shield, Sana is far from being huge. On the right side I've summarized some of the figure's key details. The main focus here is without a doubt the shield, and to be honest I only bought her because I really liked her design and the fact that the mint green colors and the shape of the shield somewhat correlate to my own logo. I never played or watched this side story of Madoka, although I just recently watched the original series and all the movies, and I can't think of any other armed girl character with only a shield, yet alone such a big one. Usually those character designs also include a sword of some kind, but not Sana. Apparently she only possesses a shield with the size of an ironing board. Since the shield is so big that most of the time you won't see much else when you put her on the shelf, I'm happy to report that Phat did a really great job fleshing out the details on this protective weapon, even on the backside. Also, luckily the large surface on the front had no notable paint errors or scratches on my copy. For a 1:8 figure, Sana is fairly detailed, all her armor parts are well sculpted and the fine grooves on her sweater providing the torso with an interesting texture. The paint job is also pretty good. I especially like all the flat silver and flat gold elements. They are giving this figure a somewhat royal touch. The two pieces of veil on her back that I guess should be translucent, but since they used a thicker than expected material are more pearl colored than actual transparent. Also, in contrast to the near flawless surface of the shield, you can clearly see some scratches and bumps on those veils. The paint job of the hair is also very flat, but I guess this is because of the overall character design. Same goes for her facial expression that some might consider odd or downright derpy. I don't know how to describe her expression proper, but I would call it sad puppy face. But depending on the angle you look at her, you won't see much of her face because she will hide it behind her big shield. There is even a neat little spot where you can frame her eyes in the gap of the shield. Well, at least if you're a figure photographer. I would say her overall pose is fine and feels natural, but I mainly bought her because of the color palette and her cute design. The facial expression might not be everyone's cup of tea, but some of this might be because the art style of Ume Aoki is not transferred very well to this 3D model. I'm for once welcome this somewhat different figure in my collection, and I'm planning to do a figure photo with her later this year. If you are a fan of Magica Record or Madoka in general, there are of course more spectacular looking figures out there, but if you are a fan of mint green colors and unusual character designs, maybe consider buying her. Last time I've checked, the price of this figure is still stable around the €100 mark. Next time I will take a closer look on Good Smiles Altier from Recreators. Until then, take care and keep collecting those gorgeous figures.